What were you most proud of from your time at Brandeis?
I think all that we accomplished in the heights we took the women's basketball program while we were there. I was, part of 3 teams that went to the NCAA tournament, one going to the Elite Eight. And so being able to experience that and be part of the NCAA championship was super special. And I was excited that we were able to, not only host at Brandeis, um, but also, travel across, New England, competing for that national championship.
Yeah, that's so cool.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
I think the fact that I stayed in touch with so many people and like the relationships that you build there, you end up spending so much time together with like your teammates and everybody in the athletic department that it kind of just remains. Afterwards you realize like high school friends are one thing, and then this whole like college family that you've made is really nice to like maintain and keep up with as you get older.
Yeah, I remember coming on my overnight and I was like, do you guys really hang out like this all the time? Or are you just doing it because you have a recruit here? And then I got here and it's like, I'm constantly like with these people.
All the time. And I mean, I think Brandeis is like a little peculiar in that way too, like there's kids who go there to be really smart and be like the students, and then there's us who's the combination of athlete and pretty smart. And so you end up just being with like the same group of people the whole time because it takes up a lot of you guys spend a lot of time at the gym when you think about it, right? Like you're always there, so you're bound to stick with like the same group. But it's worth it. It's nice at the end of the day to still like have those friendships and everything. It's a cool thing.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
I would say certainly, obviously, getting my degree. I think that's something that a lot of high achieving students that go to Brandeis, you kind of take for granted. You're going to go and get your degree, but it's a huge accomplishment, and I'm really proud of it. That and I would say the fact that I started every game of my career for 4 years. I'm just really grateful to have stayed healthy to be able to do that, but also just to be in that position where Carol trusted me to be out on the floor leading our team. And now as an AD, I'm with student athletes all the time, and that's not something I see really often. So that's special to me.
Right. Yeah.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
Graduating.
Finishing.
Walking across the stage.
Yeah, like just doing it all. It's a lot, and I don't know, at least at home people like do college in 5-6 years, or they don't, and they don't do both. So I guess finishing, is that like a lowball answer? Finishing and then I don't know, it's all proud of all of it.
Yeah. Good answer.
Okay, here we go. What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
I remember a moment in calculus class. I didn't have any background in calculus when I took it. And I remember taking the final, and there was the last problem on the final, which of course is the hardest problem. I remember thinking, I just figured that problem out. I think I get calculus. Now, I was really proud of that moment right there.
Yeah, it would be.
Don't ask me any calculus questions now. But
I couldn't.
So, and then I think just going back to the fact that I graduated from Brandeis, and I didn't think I could. I didn't really realize that maybe there's a lot of people who think if you're from rural Maine and you grew up in a poor family that you're capable of doing that, but you are. And I think it's probably the biggest takeaway and the thing that I'm most proud of. And I love when people here where I live in central Maine, most people who are teachers go to the University of Maine at Farmington or UMaine Orono or, local colleges, which is fine. All those schools are good schools. Mm-hmm. But when people say, so where did you go to school? And I say Brandeis, it's like, they're like impressed. Even if they don't say anything, they're like, oh,
yeah.
And it's, I don't know, I feel proud of that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
I think that it kind of relates back to my answer of like what did I like love coming from Brandeis, or what did I like leave loving about Brandeis that I didn't really think about coming in. Um, and I mentioned like that I became friends with so many different types of people and all that stuff. And I think that what I'm most proud of is probably like how much I grew as a person in my 4 years of college. Like I think that like so corny, but like college is like definitely a transformative time for in people's lives. And I think that I definitely grew up like tremendously in my 4 years at school. And I definitely am just like proud of the person I came out of college being, because I was definitely much different heading into college than I was when I was graduating.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
I think that I'm most proud of myself on like how involved in everything that I got, and like how I tried new things and took myself out of my comfort zone, and like not just to sports. Like I just think it's so easy to at Brandeis especially to just kind of like stick within your little team and your circle and everything. But again, like I feel like our team did a really good job at this of like trying new things, going to different activities and fairs and meeting new people and hanging out with different people, or going to the career center and just like really taking advantage of everything that Brandeis had to offer. Or even just like supporting other teams. Just like I left with no regrets in that aspect. Whoa. So definitely most proud of that.
Yeah, nice. It is really great. Yeah, that like we always go and support the other teams for their like games and stuff, and then they come to ours, and it's just like I like the athletic culture for sure.
Yeah, it's so gotten so much better throughout the years too, I think.
Really has. I definitely miss that, like that kind of thing, and like we can't really go to other games that aren't happening anymore, but
yeah, like I don't know, we'd have like preseason practice and then everyone would go to the soccer game after, or
exactly,
like wherever it was. So fun times.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
Well, my kids often say to me that they wish they felt about their schools the way I feel about mine, because it hasn't stopped. I have felt so great about Brandeis from the beginning. I mean, even as a guidance counselor, parents will say, "Oh yeah, I know you tried to get my son to go." At the time there was no ice hockey. Well, there isn't now either, but I had a really good hockey player. And I was telling, but he wanted to be a doctor, and I told him, the percentage of pre-med students, I mean, that get in, and so he came. He played golf under he was a Celtic player, Bob Branham, and he had a wonderful time, and he's a big doctor here now, and he got into medical school from Brandeis, so he's happy.
Yeah.
Mine is kind of like a combo of like my junior and senior year, I was co-captain and also I was president of the student athlete advisory committee. And I kind of really enjoyed both of those roles so much, because we went like my freshman and sophomore year, we weren't terribly focused on necessarily, basketball. We were really focused a lot on, like, to be honest, having fun with each other and really enjoying our time. And by my junior year, we worked to, like, the whole team did, but it was great to be a part of like leading it, of really like trying to change the team and like change our mindset and change the culture a little bit to be, more focused on basketball and to put together more winning seasons. And by the time, it was my senior year, our 6-game winning streak in UAA will be like one of my favorite moments. Beating Emory on their senior day while they were ranked, and just being able to knock off like UAA ranked schools is always so amazing.
Yeah.
And just the end of my, like, that senior year was everything I could have wanted. Yes, I would have loved if we had, we made it to the ECACs. I would have loved if we could have, won the championship. But I still, I have such a great memory of the whole season, and of Brandeis in general, and being able to, be a part of SAC and be president for that and try to help, bridge the gap a little bit between the Dijons and the athletes. And that was a lot of fun.
No, that's awesome.
Two of my classmates, not classmates, teammates, they were a year ahead of me. But they played on the team with me. They're both guards too. They became trustees of the university. So you can imagine how, to be a trustee is pretty big, not just a fellow, but a trustee. I think it's pretty big. And maybe,
Wow.
What are you most proud of from your time at Brandeis?
It's actually not basketball related. Although we did do a lot of great stuff, like from a team perspective. But we, oh gosh, it's called Relay for Life. I think you guys still do it. But they started that while I was there. And so I don't want to give myself too much credit, but was on, like several committees, logistics, setting up the day, getting sponsors, stuff like that. And we were able to raise a significant amount of money for being, a smaller school, to donate for cancer research. And so I think it tells you a lot about, Brandeis as a community, and what we do and what we value. And so I think that's actually my proudest memory.
Nice.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
Sam, you want to go first?
No, you.
Me? Oh, I'm not sure. I think one of the things that I was really proud of is, so I played 3 sports, as did Pam. And in track, I ended up going to the nationals for the triple jump. And that was a really amazing experience for me.
Wow.
Yeah, so that
incredible.
Yeah. Pam?
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't really know like what I think of as just being proud to represent the team internationally, being able to be a captain on the team. I wish I knew what I know now about leadership when I was being a captain on the team. I think I could have done probably a better job, because leadership's really important.
Definitely.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
Oh man, I didn't really have much to be proud of other than my basketball playing. I wasn't like a stellar student or like volunteering my time doing stuff. I played basketball. So I guess I'm most proud of the team that I played on and the relationships I cultivated from that team, and it was awesome. It was really great, and I learned a lot from playing basketball in particular, as an adult in college, and lessons that I have taken with me through my life. It was I guess that was my proudest accomplishment.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
Being on the team for 4 years, being MVP, I think, one of my years, which was special to me. I think that, just being part of a great group of gals, and one of the gals I still see and have contact with today. I'm sure you have friends on your team that they'll be lifelong friends. Yeah. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say that.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
Probably not getting kicked out, if I'm being honest. What am I most proud of my time here at Brandeis? Yeah, probably not getting kicked out or like kicked off the team. Probably one of my better accomplishments.
Okay.
But just kind of making it through, I guess, and just kind of doing it all and not kind of giving up. And the very numerous times I'm sure everyone felt like they wanted to. So.
What are you most proud of from your time at Brandeis?
I think that I'm probably most proud of like the connections I made, not connections in terms of like network, but like family, like, you know, my teammates and my friends. And obviously I live in Rochester right now, which has a Brandeis women's basketball population of 1. But I still know that like wherever they are, they're my family. So I'm proud of that, I guess.
Definitely, that's awesome.
What are you most proud of from your time here at Brandeis?
Basketball related, I'm definitely proud of being part of the team that won back-to-back ECAC championships and back-to-back NCAA berths, making it to the second round. Basketball and non-basketball related, I'd say I'm proud of the lifelong friendships that I formed. Being asked to be paired with, as a roommate freshman year, I asked for an athlete but non-teammate, and that happened to work out awesome. I lived with my roommate Kat for all 4 years. I'll be seeing her tomorrow at her virtual baby shower.